What does it mean to take care of something or take care of someone? Hi, I'm Jeff, and this is Essential English Expressions, where you learn step by step how to use the expressions and phrasal verbs that will make your English come alive. In this episode, you'll learn how to use the expression take care of. It has two primary definitions, but there are several ways to form this expression. We'll take a look at those in this episode. Before we dive into the expression, I wanted to remind you that each episode of Essential English Expressions has a webpage with a transcript, translations of keywords, a quiz, and a full-speed version of this audio. There's also a practice area where you can use the expression in a sentence and get personal feedback from me. To get all that, just click the link in the show notes. Now, let's dive into today's episode. Take care of. You might already know one meaning of this expression. If you're sick, you're lucky if you have someone to take care of you. But take care of has another meaning too. It can mean to do tasks. And you can shorten it as a way of saying goodbye. Take care. Have you heard that? In this lesson, we'll talk about all the different ways to use take care and take care of. And we'll even flip it into the passive voice and talk about what it means if something is taken care of. But first, let's start with the most common definition, which is to provide care or support. You can take care of a person or a thing. Start with a person. If a family member is sick, you might take care of him. What does it mean to take care of a sick person? You might go to the pharmacy for some medication. You might prepare meals, some hot soup maybe. Wash the dishes so he doesn't have to do that. If you don't live with him, you might go by his house twice a day to check if he needs anything. That's taking care of a person who is sick. If you're a responsible adult, you can take care of a child or a pet. And in this case, it means to watch the child or pet and make sure everything is okay. When you talk about taking care of a child, it means almost the same thing as babysitting. It's very common for grandparents to take care of their grandkids after school. Kids might finish school at 2 or 3 in the afternoon. Mom and dad might not get home from work until 6 or 7. So grandparents often step in to take care of the kids after school. This isn't babysitting exactly, but it's being a responsible adult and meeting the child's needs, preparing meals or snacks, helping with homework, making sure everything is under control. You can also take care of an elderly relative. If you take care of an elderly relative, you take some of the responsibility for that person. If you take care of an older person, you might live with that person, or you might just visit the house once in a while, but you take some of the responsibility for that person's safety and well-being. If you take care of a friend's pet, you feed the pet, give him water, take him out for walks, things like that. You can also use take care of with a thing. A nice pair of leather shoes can last a long time if you take care of them. That means Don't let them gather dust. Polish them. Don't wear them in harsh conditions. If you take care of a pair of nice leather shoes, they can last for years. It's common to use take care of in the imperative. For example, if you give someone a present and you want him to treat it well, you can say, take care of this. If you give a teenager a watch, you can say, take care of that, and it will last a long time. The next definition of take care of is to handle tasks or responsibilities. If you take care of something, you do what is necessary. This is a soft or polite way of saying that you'll do something, or a soft and polite way of asking someone else to do something. Weekday meals in a family can be a challenge. A husband might say to his wife, "Can you take care of dinner tonight?" That means, "Can you be responsible for dinner tonight?" And the wife might say, "Sure, I can take care of dinner tonight." That's a way of saying, "Yes, I'll be responsible for this task." Now, there's always a give and take in a family, right? So if a wife says, "I'll take care of dinner tonight," she might also say, "But can you take care of getting the kids ready for bed? Can you do that thing?" You can use take care of whenever you share tasks and responsibilities. Pretend you're in a group project at work. You're all sitting around the table or on a Zoom call talking about what needs to be done. You can volunteer to do something by saying, "I'll take care of that." So you might need an agenda for the next meeting. You might say, "I'll take care of that." That's a way of volunteering to do something. Here's an embarrassing situation. Have you ever issued a bill or an invoice, but the other person didn't pay it on time? You can call someone and say, "Can you pay this bill?" But that's pretty direct. A softer, more polite way to say this is, "Can you take care of the outstanding invoice?" You're asking for the same thing. "Please pay this bill." But instead of saying that directly, you can use take care of. Likewise, if you're offering to pay for something that benefits a group, you might not want to brag and boast that you're paying. But if you're at a restaurant and the check arrives, you can politely say, "I'll take care of this." That means you will pay the bill, but it's a soft and polite way of saying that you'll pay for it. Now, there are a few ways to change take care of to express different ideas. You can say take good care of something or someone. You can say something is taken care of. And then you can simply say take care as a way of saying goodbye. Start with take good care of. This means what you imagine it means, giving extra care and extra attention to a person or a thing. If you give someone a watch that you bought at the mall, you can say, "Take care of that." If you give a watch to your son that your father gave to you, you can say, "Take good care of that." You're asking for extra care and attention. Has someone taken care of you while you were sick? If so, you might want to pay that person a compliment. You might say, "He took good care of me while I was sick." If you leave for date night and a babysitter is watching your daughter, you might say to the babysitter, "Take good care of her." The babysitter probably didn't need that extra instruction, but it's a way of saying, "She's important to me. Pay extra attention to her care while I'm gone. Take good care of her." Now here's one. If you're talking about a task and the task has been completed, you can say, "That's taken care of." That means someone has already done that. Think of a wedding planner. She has a team of assistants. They're running through the checklist for a client. The team leader says, "What about flowers?" An assistant might say, "Those are taken care of." That means that task has been done. You can also say, "Everything is taken care of." Brides and grooms can be needy. Their big day is coming. They might call the wedding planner and ask, "How's everything? What's happening?" And the wedding planner might say back, "Relax. Everything is taken care of." That means everything is being done. We are responsible for everything. You don't have to worry. Everything is taken care of. One last thing for you, and this is really common in English. When you say goodbye to someone, you can say, "Take care." Just like that. One person says goodbye, the other person says, "Take care." Now that's short for take care of yourself. It's kind of like saying, "Be well" or "be healthy." So those are all the ways to use this essential expression, take care of. You learned that it means to provide care and support, like when you take care of a sick relative. It might be like babysitting or pet sitting if you take care of a child or a pet. The second definition is to be responsible for a task. You can say, "I'll take care of the meeting agenda," if you mean that you will create the agenda. Finally, you learned that you can say, "Take good care." You can flip it into the passive voice and say, "Something is taken care of." And then finally, when it's time to say goodbye, you can simply say, "Take care." You might think English is impossible, but we are taking care of you here at Essential English Expressions and at Plain English. If you like our approach in this podcast, if you're learning a lot, then I think you'll really like Plain English, where we help you learn with stories and many, many more expressions in addition to the ones in this podcast. So if you're not yet a member of Plain English, then go to plainenglish.com and sign up. We have a free membership and a premium one. You can sign up for either. And you can even get a free 14-day trial of the Plus membership. It's all at plainenglish.com, and you can be sure that we take good care of our members at Plain English. Well, that's all for this expression. Keep up the great work in English. Bye for now, and take care. Congratulations on learning another essential English expression. Now you're ready for the next step. Click the link in the show notes to read the transcript, listen to the fast version of the audio, take a quiz, practice what you learned, and even get human feedback on your work. Essential English Expressions is made by Plain English. Plain English is the modern, fun, and effective way to improve your listening, speaking, vocabulary, and writing. See how quickly you can improve. Sign up for free at plainenglish.com. Hey, you're still listening. That's good, because I have a small favor to ask of you. Would you take just a few seconds to leave a rating in your podcast player? Here's why I'm asking. Essential English Expressions is a new podcast, and I worked really hard on it. I personally spent over 150 hours creating this first season, and I made it totally free. I can only afford to make more episodes if this first season is a success. So that means I need ratings and reviews to spread the word. So if you think I deserve it, give the show a 5-star rating in the app you're listening on right now. If you're on Apple Podcasts, you can also leave a comment in your review. If you're on Spotify, you can rate the show and leave a comment right in this episode. You can do that in English or in your own language. It doesn't matter. Thanks so much in advance. I really appreciate the help.